Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video for guild raids. We got the Ruler of Water, RUCERSINGHA. I just tried out and beat the level 9 boss, as you guys can see right here. So I'm going to show you guys my strategy on how to beat this particular one. Now, I'm not sure if this strategy can work for level 10 or not. I have yet to experiment a little bit because my ladle keeps dying. So a bunch of my gears are, I need to figure out a way to swap the gears, but for now I'll show you guys the level 9 boss. And you know what, maybe like once more people come into it and try different strategy on this particular boss, we're gonna have a variety of different strats. But this is going to be what I'm using right now to basically try to deal with this particular boss for level 9. You can see the boss have 5 weak spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was at first I was trying out the Dalby strat, but it didn't work as much as good as I thought, so I tried the NEBRIS strat in this particular case. As you can see, this is going to be reliant on NEBRIS as a whole. I decided to borrow this from my friend as a support. So this particular NEBRIS, the office NEBRIS, if you guys are not aware already, basically gives you a 30% of attack increase each buff you have. The more buffs you have, the more damage you can do. Therefore, as you can see, we're going to bring a bunch of buffers in here. We got Rafitia, alongside with Liberta, alongside with Diana, alongside with Therese. Ladle is also there for the buff, right? He's going to like do some combos here and there, but all of these buffs are going to make your NEBRIS super strong. Now Venaka is there for one purpose, and that is going to be for not this particular one, but it's going to be for this one. We're going to apply the wind vulnerability to the enemy, so hopefully try to do that, right? So I'm going to show you guys how I do it, and then maybe, if you guys can figure out a better way to rotate around, then that's going to be how it is. Now, one particular condition that the boss have, later you will see later in the battle, is the boss has this Overdrive skill, alright, that is going to 50% or below is going to hit in this particular tile range, and then right here is going to have this edge wave thing that you can basically cancel. This is going to do a lot of damage, and it's pure damage as well, right? You can basically cancel that by doing a chain count of 30 or more. Now this is going to be something that is going to be a little bit tricky. As you can see, I don't have anyone with high chain stacks in my team. Therefore, we're gonna use the robot to help us with that. Therefore, the robot's timing is going to be very important. So make sure you guys pay attention. I will try to give you guys as much tips and clue along the way on what you need to do, right, for this particular one. I will turn off my face cam because it's always covering this particular major one. So what do we do at the beginning? The first things first, right? In the first couple of turns, we're going to stack buffs first. Try to stack as much buffs as we can. Start off with this particular Rafitia skill just to give everybody the cost, and then Liberta for this one, Diana with property damage buff, Therese for this particular one, and then we're gonna use NEBRIS. We're gonna use this particular one. Doesn't matter which one you use first, just use either one of these two first, and then after you use both of them, and then we're gonna go in on I believe turn 5 on this one, right? So that's going to be how we're gonna stack the buffs. Now my positioning is a little bit wonky for the time being, right? But later I will need to explain a little bit. My ladle is always dying, so I will need to make sure he doesn't get hit. First turn, the boss is going to apply augmentation and increase damage dealt. So just be very careful with that, right? So this is going to be for what you need to do in turn 1. So you apply the buff, So Venaka and NEBRIS needs to always be in the middle, right? Bam. Susup. Okay. So as per usual, the boss is going to be a magic damage dealer. You can see the boss does magic damage. So give your characters magic resist as much as you can, right? On the armor piece and of course on the helmet. Notice my ladle is dying here, right? So what I'm going to do, I will swap Therese to the front. Ladle is constantly dying. So now Rafitia on turn 3, we're going to use the particular one. The one swimsuit, give us that particular one. We don't have to use this for we don't have to use this for what is the name? Diana right here, so we're just gonna turn that off. So it depends, sometimes the boss will use the cross tile or the 3x3 tile. If your ladle is dying, or at least for my ladle is like constantly dying, you can consider using Diana's this one to help shield your allies, right? So depending on if you are surviving or not. So right now I'm surviving. Looks like 2 of them are going to survive, so I am going to be just fine. I will turn off, I will go with Lethal, this particular one first. And then we're gonna go with that one for the wind vulnerability. And then we're gonna go with this particular one. Okay, so apply buffs, apply buffs. Remember, stack buffs for NEBRIS. NEBRIS is going to be our main damage dealer. So that's going to be the whole purpose. Boom. And go to the middle, right? So you can also put NEBRIS at the left or right to basically hit left or right tile, to basically hit both weak tiles as opposed to just one in the middle. But it's not going to be that big of a deal, right? You can try to position that accordingly. Based on my, at least for my run earlier, it didn't make that big of an impact. Maybe you'll do like 2% more damage, right? But right now you can see 96%. So this is going to be the part that we're going to go all in, right? We're going to go all in. Again, we are going to, now we're going to go Homunculus Lethal. Alright, and then we're going to go this particular one. This is going to do a lot of damage. Alright, look at this. Turn 5, we're going to go stack all of these buffs. Okay. Bam. Okay, look at this. Bam. Soup, soup, soup. Alright, 75%. Alright, at least right now for turn 5, the first instance of NEBRIS, I was able to do 75%. Alright, so far so good. How much is that? 830 million. Very, very good damage right there. So now, notice the robot is already there. Alright, so do not use the robot yet. So why is that, right? We are trying to get the boss to go down first. So the idea here is we want to use the robot before, the timing has to be before you go for the next NEBRIS, new higher NEBRIS, for the office one. Alright, so that's going to be the sequence. I will warn you guys again when to use the robot. So notice now this one, you can see, right? Now the boss is going to hit me, 90% or below. The boss is going to apply this particular one. Apply chain weakening to all parts, attack the enemy 3 times, dealing this damage, blah blah blah. Notice my 2 characters are going to die right there. Even though my NEBRIS, look at this. Even though this NEBRIS has 90% magic resist, like I think even higher, right? But we are still going to die. Very, very annoying. So what we are going to do, right? Because it's like, there's really nothing much that we can do, right? I will be doing this. I will move my Diana front, alright? Because that's going to be allow me to survive this, and then I will shield the other 2 characters right there. So something like this. Let me see. So I will go here, push this here, Libertar front. I will do something like this. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the sequence. So this shield should be enough, right? Yeah. Ideally, at least for my Diana, I think mine is +3. Should be enough to shield everyone else so that they don't die, right? Yeah. So that's the goal for now. Bam. Okay. 71%, let's see. Yep, so we still survived that. So now, this one you can see, the boss is going to hit in the middle, right? This one is going to be very, very careful. So we're going to go with this particular one. Okay. Should I use this one right now? I guess we can. Alright, we just need to start buffing my... I just need to start buffing my character. So I'm going to move back Terry's to the back, something like this, since the robot is going to hit in the middle. Alright, I'm going to make sure whoever that can survive goes to the middle. It is going to be very, very painful, but this is going to be the sequence of how I'm doing it. Homunculus later, I'm going to use this particular later for now. Hit at the side, go to the middle, and then go here. Okay. Buff. Buff. All the buffs in the world. Okay, hopefully I don't die, right? That is really painful actually. Look at my Diana, she's almost dead right there. Okay, so this is the sequence right now. Is the one that you want to use your robot after you stack 2 more buffs. When we are going to go in with new higher NEBRIS, So now we are going to, right, homunculus later, boom, we are going to go with new higher NEBRIS now. So now we activate the robot. So here is the trick, right? After this, the boss is going to go below 50% because I'm pretty sure my new higher NEBRIS can reduce the boss to 50%. Below 50%, the boss is going to activate one more special condition, right? So you have to make sure that you are able to do it, right? This particular, at least for this sequence, we are making sure so that we can reduce the boss HP to 50%, and therefore I don't have to be worried about this one. Wait, will I still get hit? No, I won't get hit because this is going to stun the boss, right? So the robot will boom, break, and the boss got stunned. Alright. I'm losing my voice right now, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Homunculus later. Hit the front. Okay, look at this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 42%. Alright. So now we have the overdrive state. Alright. So notice, now this is going to be where, that's why we are trying to time the robot. There's a reason why I want you guys to time the robot accordingly. The reason why is because now we have 4 turns left for the robot. Very, very important. Now the boss below 50%, the boss is going to do this crazy thing right here. Now this one is a fixed damage. 7,000 fixed damage to all enemy. So it doesn't matter how much magic resist you can see it's going to do 7,000 fixed damage to you, right? Now here's the thing, it also removes stats reinforcement. So you don't want to get hit. If it's possible, you don't want to get hit. So there's nothing that you can do to cancel this particular one. So what we're gonna do, right? At least this is the best way that I think you can do. You want to reorient your characters to go here. So we're gonna have these 6 characters move to the side. Like that. And then we have Diana. I'm gonna put Diana right here. Okay. So notice now, look carefully, right? Now the boss is only going to hit my Diana. Alright? So why Diana specifically? You can put anyone. Anyone can be here separately from the rest of the pack as long as that person can survive. Diana has this shield skill, which I'm going to use just to make sure that she survives, right? But it depends. If your Rafitia can survive, then you can put her right here. But preferably Rafitia, you want her to buff everyone else there. So if your Liberta or whoever can survive, then just drag one of them come here to just bait the boss into hitting that one character, right? So this is going to be the position that we are going to do for now. I will go with later. I will go and go to the right here. Therese buff right there. Diana hit. Venaka still going to hit here. And then for what is this? For NEBRIS, we're gonna cycle again, right? We're gonna cycle again. Oh, this time is better for me to use this one so that I can hit 2 weak spots. So I'm gonna go with this one first. Okay. So I think this is what I'm going to do. Oh, the robot, by the way, is going to use this particular skill. Alright, this particular skill. Alright, let's show you guys what's going to happen. Okay. Buff. Buff. All the buffs in the world. Hit the chain there. Oh yeah, make sure your Diana is aligned with NEBRIS. Alright, make sure it's in alignment with NEBRIS because you want to still get the property thing, right? Property damage buff. Okay, so we got smacked with the tail. Okay, so now we can move everyone back to the middle. Okay, so we're gonna reposition them with how we do previously. And this time it is going to be a little bit different, alright? So why is that? So now actually the boss is going to kill you right now, right? This is going to be the condition that you can see. This is going to be something that will basically just destroy all of you, right? The boss is going to do pure damage. However, this is the condition right here, as you can see. We are able to cancel this, alright? If we can reach chain count of 30 or more. Alright, after using Edge Wave, which is the boss previous skill. So what we are doing, we need to basically make sure in this particular round, very, very crucial, alright? We need to make sure that we are reaching chain stack count of 30. Now I don't have anyone with crazy chain right here. That's why this particular strat, if you guys are following this, these steps are crucial. Make sure the robot is still there. Alright, notice the robot is still here. This particular one we are going to do I believe 18 chain, because times 2. The boss has like the chain buff thing. And then we are going to Refitia use this one, right? And then we're gonna buff with Therese. And then we're going to hit with Homunculus later for this particular one. Alright, so we are going to ensure that we are going to get we should be able to get the chain with all of these combined. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys right here. So once we do that, so notice this 18 chain right there. Okay, 21 chain. Notice, look at that, 30 chain already. Alright, 30 chain already. So this is more than enough. Okay. So now this is where we are going to try to end the boss. Alright, so this is going to be the last sequence. So we got Refitia, we're gonna go all in again. Homunculus later this time around, boom. Alright, all the buffs in the world combined. Go all in with this particular NEBRIS right here. Alright, so this should be enough. If you do all the steps correctly with how I did it, this should be enough. Alright. So we're gonna buff. We're gonna chain. We're gonna hit there in the middle. There we go. Alright, so just nice for the damage and stuff, right? So yeah, as you can see, that is going to be on how you want to beat this particular boss for level 9. Alright, I need to try level 10 and I need to see if this is going to be enough. Level 10 is going to be a bit difficult for me because my gears are not strong enough. My characters are constantly dying. I need to reshuffle. I need to go and find... I don't have a preset for all the highest magic resist one. So I need to like try to shuffle that around, right? But hopefully you guys can at least follow this for level 9 and below. This seems to be very, very doable. You can see new higher NEBRIS is going to do most of the damage, right? I'm going to show you guys the gears that I'm using right now. So for new higher NEBRIS, you can see this is going to be the stats, right? So 2.9k attack, 650% crit damage, and 97% magic resist. Now this is not mine. I am actually borrowing. You can see the word support right there. Right? This is from somebody from my guild, which I'm very, very grateful for. LT Yurisaki. My later don't have anything crazy right here. Magic resist is 73%, which is clearly not enough. I need to find a better one. Venaka is going to be, as you can see, this is the stats right here. Magic resist is 108%. That one is probably overkill. And I guess my this is going to be my gears for Diana, which only has 43% magic resist. No wonder like she almost like died a few times, right? This one is 86% magic resist. Liberta almost never get hit at all, but I do have 85% magic resist and on her. Same goes with Refitia, right? So magic resist gears is going to be the one that you want, very particular on your characters, right? Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of the Ruler of Water, RUCERSINGHA. I'm losing my voice. I am going to go. Make sure you guys like the stream, subscribe if you guys haven't already. I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, have a nice day. Goodbye.